Oh, crap. And he's late. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, whatever the case may be. Welcome to Chad's RAD stream this fine Wednesday evening. So far, so good today. We are joined by Kev Hulk and Matt Cosson. Elliot has to take his kid to school, but he'll be by later. What is going on today, ladies and gentlemen? Let's see. Yesterday we launched the Cryptochads. I've been so busy today. I haven't even had a chance to look in on how that launch is doing. Let's go see.
Yes, let's look.
Oh, no,
Hello, Mike and Kevin, by the way, and everyone in chat land.
I can just go ahead. Can you hear me? Is this working?
I can hear you.
Okay. All right. Share screen. All right. So this is the Cryptochads minting site, which is actually not where I was trying to go, but as you can see, yeah, it's up. It's running. We launched yesterday morning. Meta Labs, Matthew Mullins, blah, blah, blah. Mint your Cryptochad. You could go ahead and do that right there if you have 0.25 ETH just sitting in your wallet, burning a hole. I mean, technically you can't burn a hole in a digital wallet, but Cryptochad. I'm trying to find it on OpenSea. Yeah, all this tax service. That's what I've been doing. I've been dealing with taxes.
Oh, really?
Yeah. My accountant's been harassing me all day to get her information on crypto, and I'm like, can I just do this later and pay some sort of a fine? All right, let's go to OpenSea. And yes, it's Chads and Shads, so we will get to Shadiversity uno momento, but Cryptochads. Cryptochads. All right. We have thus far 855 items with 170 owners. Cryptochads on OpenSea. It should be on Looks Rare too. Let's go see if it's on Looks Rare. Because I did tell the devs that I wanted it on Looks Rare Chads, and this is, of course, the first time I'm looking for Chads NFT.
Mark VA said he just got his tax return.
So it looks like, yes, good. They did. I don't know if they auto listed it or what, but yeah, there you go. Cryptochads NFT. Not sure why the metadata is not loading, but whatever. Applause to the dev who did all this work, man. He did a fantastic job. The gas price, I minted 100 of these yesterday, and the gas was $46. Back when we did Funky Monkey, I'd pay over $46 for gas to mint one freaking monkey. It was crazy. So yeah, I know the market's down, which means, you know, it had what am I doing? No, that's not what I want. All right, let's go here. Let's just go to view campaign. We'll look at this in a second. But the market's down, and so we have slightly less. The gas is down because the network isn't as busy. But all that on top of, they wrote a program. This guy's his name is Matthew, fantastic programmer, and he wrote a program that minimized the price of gas, the gas usage, and then you could mint just as many as you wanted at a time. Well, up to 50 at a time. But yeah, awesome, cool. Super low gas prices. So
yeah, that's cheap.
Some money there. And anyways, that's what's up with that. And I'm talking to, dude, so much has happened this past week. It's been so crazy, and I can't show you because I'm on sort of a NDA on this new project. But there's a guy in the crypto world who is like legendary. Wait for it. A dairy. He goes by Shibtoshi Nakamoto. You know who Satoshi Nakamoto is, right?
Yeah.
So Shibtoshi Nakamoto.
Shiba?
Not his real name. He's the guy that made the $8,000 investment in Shiba Inu. and it
She's a
turned into $5.7 billion.
Oh my gosh.
He's the largest wallet holder on Shiba Inu.
Oh my
And
god.
yeah, so he started his own token called Squid Grow, and he was I know a friend of his, or an associate of his, or whatever, and so he was looking for an NFT artist, and he'd gone through like 4 NFT artists, and he hated everything, and then this guy we both know put us together, and so I'm doing his NFT collection for his Squid Grow collection, and so I can't show it. It's just between him and me, but yeah, so I'm doing that, and I'm kind of plugged in there too, and he's helping me right now as we speak, like before this. That's why I was late. I was writing up this thing. He's helping me with something that, I don't know, he said could be huge for the sales of the Chads. So I mean, this
Cool.
guy clearly knows what he's doing and what he's saying, and he's
That's
yeah,
awesome.
it's crazy. I mean, just, is Mike still on this crypto stuff? I am, because because it's how I make a living, yo. I mean, what do you want me to do? Sell Shadow of the Conqueror?
Yeah.
Speaking of Shadow of the Conqueror, Shadow of the, oh, look at that! I can just blow that all the way up. Shadow of the Conqueror, enemies of. Should I just play this?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You know what? Hold on. I have to stop screen, and I have to share it again.
I want
Actually,
to
you know
hear it.
what? I should share it from. Watch it on YouTube. All right, I'm gonna watch it on YouTube. Wait, and then we can watch it together. And and then we can comment. What do you think?
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna mute myself because you can hear all the sirens.
Shadow of the Conqueror is the breakout debut novel by SHAD M. Brooks.
Truly incredible.
I'm muted. So that first guy you heard, that's the guy that reads the Shadow of the Conqueror audiobook. And it's like, he's like this
That's cool.
famous, I don't know, because I don't listen to that many audiobooks, but he's like this famous audiobook reader, dude, narrator, whatever he said. And then the guy that's reading these quotes, that's Mahler from EFAP. So, anyways, on with the show.
I absolutely loved this book. Honestly, it's one of the best books I've ever read. S. Keith Hall.
The tale of a deposed, tyrannical emperor who embarks on a journey towards redemption. The 82-year-old Dalen, once known as Dalus the Conqueror, is cursed, becoming a youth, and obtains the mythical powers of the legendary Arch-Knights. Battling inner demons, his violent and cruel inclinations, and enemies both old and new, he ventures onward trying to fight back the growing darkness threatening the world. After all, who better to hunt monsters than the greatest monster the world has ever known?
This novel is gripping and masterfully crafted within its world. Shad Brooks defies all preconception of a first novel and hits the ground running with a skill few writers can match. Seth Patchell.
Shadow of the Conqueror is...
So, I know I'm totally interrupting this, but the worst monster the world has ever known. So basically, the protagonist of this story is like Stalin, right? He's like this just terrible leader who was like a conqueror, and it's like Stalin or Genghis Khan or something, like coming to the end of their life and realizing, like, they were wrong, and then the light, which is like sort of God in these novels, gives him a second chance at life to right as many wrongs or to guide the world, to use his skills and his talent, because he got there through, he's incredibly smart, phenomenal engineering skills. He's like a scientist. He's got the brains to change the world. He's like Atlas in Atlas Shrugged, right? I know there's not an actual character named Atlas. I'm just making a point. And so because of that, because of his repentance, essentially, he is, even though it's not, it's not a Christian book by any stretch. It's on a, giant floating continent, flat Earth thing with also, and it's all fantasy and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, there's this repentance and this second chance, and he's got the body of like a 15, 16-year-old or 17-year-old, I don't know, a young, old teenager, fully, grown body, all that. Anyways, so yeah,
what a curse.
He has to, he's cursed with youth because he's 80 something
cursed
years
with
old.
Youth. Darn it.
And he's got to go through life and then like kind of hide who he really is, because who's going to believe it anyways? I'm not gonna give spoilers about what happens down the road with his actual identity, but we go flashback and like sort of the things that he went through in the past, the horrible things he did. It's really fun. It's really fun. I'm just gonna keep going.
It's based in one of the most well-crafted and unique fantasy worlds the genre has seen in many years, and fans of the novel have been craving to see it depicted visually.
This is easily one of the most compelling works of fiction I've ever read. I could go on and on about how original the setting is, or how many times I was nearly brought to tears, or how absolutely riveting the action is. But nobody wants to read a 10-paragraph essay, so I'll keep this short. 10 out of 10. Michael.
Now, Shadow of the Conqueror is coming to you in an epic graphic novel adaptation.
Hey, I drew that.
With the incredibly talented art of Mike S. Miller.
That's me.
This will bring its dark, confronting story to fans and new readers alike in another beloved format, making the story more accessible than ever before, and enabling current fans to enjoy it in new ways.
I was engrossed in the tale of the Conqueror. I laughed, cried, growled with anger, and shouted with joy. But also during this entertaining ride of emotion, I came away with mental growth and new perspective on the human condition.
So obviously, in case you were wondering where all these quotes are coming from, they're reviews probably from his Amazon page. Like, because I don't know where he's at now, but 2 years ago when we were just first working on this project, he had already had over 30,000 people buy his book. That's a very successful first-time novel. And yeah, it's because he's got a YouTube channel. But everybody seems to be in love with it. He's got sort of a Tolkien-esque writing style, and that obviously had to be a little adapted. This is a real adaptation, right? Because we're breaking it up into 3 or 4 stories. It says 4 in here, but I'm not really sure what we're doing. So I had to, we kind of had to massage the story. I took one of the tertiary characters and I blew up his role to create a through line and a full complete story arc in the first book, right? So you can call it the first chapter, but it is a completed storyline for the first book. That also plays into the larger storyline of the entire novel. And I even introduced some stuff that's later in the novel into the first story, sort of to lay groundwork for an upcoming story arc that's probably going to be in the 3rd or 4th book. So all of that to say, it is a true adaptation. I couldn't do everything that's in the novel, and I had to sort of create scenarios to create this full line. Now, the character I created, I didn't create him. He's in the book. I just expanded on him. But there is a character who's from the second novel who plays a role in this graphic novel, even though he's not in the original novel. So it's great because SHAD has this whole world planned out and played out, and so he can pop people in, and it's like it becomes an Easter egg for like future stuff that's going to happen. So if you are a Shadow of the Conqueror fan and you want to get the second novel and all that stuff, and you want to be sort of a completist, You have to get the graphic novel because it's not the same story. It is the same story, but it's not the same story. It's consider it sort of a fleshing out of the first story. Hey, Edwin, you want to pop in? You got the link.
Andrew Johnson.
Mike is a 28-year veteran
30.
of the comic book industry.
That's how old this video
famous
is.
for his work on DC Comics' Injustice series and George R.R. Martin's Game of Thrones-related graphic novels.
I've read so many novels I've lost count, fantasy genre or otherwise, but in my opinion, this is one of the best. Seaton 425.
The author of Shadow of the Conqueror, Shad M. Brooks, has been a fan of both comic books and Mike's work for many years.
That's how I found him.
And is
I think it
thrilled
was.
to be working with him to bring this graphic
I'm
novel
trying to remember
the
who it
highest
was
standards
brought that to my
possible.
attention.
I don't typically listen to audiobooks multiple times, but this is my 4th time through and I'm loving it more each time. Highly recommend for anyone who loves fantasy action stories. C. Barker.
The book will be separated into 4 graphic novel volumes.
3 or 4.
This
Haven't
first
decided.
one, entitled Enemies of Self, has 48 pages of stunning art visualizing the amazing and unique world of Everfall with some of the best work Mike has ever done.
It must be admitted that there was a large amount of skepticism when this book was recommended. However, a story that would leave the reader hooked and begging for more was not something that was expected. The overall plot and flow of the story was simply phenomenal. I highly recommend this book. It is filled with action, humor, love, hate, science, and the psychology of the human condition. History Rewriter.
Separating the book into 4 volumes gives great opportunity to adapt more of the work and even add new content not seen in the original novel.
Yeah, that's one way of saying it.
Far from being given secondary regard as a token adaptation that doesn't accurately represent the source material, the graphic novels are being made with the
That's
intent
the
to form a
character.
crucial part of the Everfall story.
Yeah, so this character with the green hair right there, he's the character that's in the book, but we like really fleshed out his entire like story arc. It was really cool. And who's coloring this? This is colored by Sunny Go. I'm really hoping we can get Sunny Go for the rest of the series, but Matt, you're gonna laugh. He does NFTs now. So
Oh, really?
it
Oh,
might be
man.
hard to afford him. I mean, I'm gonna do it because I obligated myself by agreeing to it, and I want to finish. I want to see this through, right? So yeah.
How long is it?
No, I mean however long it takes.
Oh, okay. There's still ongoing novels.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about the second novel. I wonder if he'll be done with the second novel before we're done with these graphic novels. That'd be
Story, revealing fascinating aspects to the characters and world not found in any other format.
Powerful and gut-wrenching. I laughed, introspected, winced, wondered, cried,
Thanks, Jeremy.
and will be revisiting this world. Michael Larson.
At the time of launching
Stop
the
being
Indiegogo
cheap.
campaign, the graphic novel
Stop
is
being cheap.
completed
All right,
and
all right.
ready to print. This is
Zippy straight up. And I'm not gonna. I absolutely do not mean whatever this makes. Never mind. It's not about being. Shut up, Zippy.
not to fund the creation of the graphic novel, but to give you the chance to get your hands on it. We will be able to place the print order as soon as this launch campaign ends, and you will get the graphic novel in your hands much sooner without needing to wait for the graphic novel's completion. With the launch of the graphic novel, I'm very excited to announce that during this Indiegogo campaign, I will be releasing a refined version of Shadow of the Conqueror as a second edition version. This is not the sequel, but a more refined and polished version of Shadow of the Conqueror, with an incredible new cover made by Chris McGrath. The second edition will at first be an exclusive in the Indiegogo campaign, where you will be able to get your hands on a limited edition version of the second edition novel with the graphic novel covers, which will...
This is an interesting point that I don't think Shad has ever made, and I'm pretty sure I'm right about it. But up until this point, I believe all of the Shadow of the Conqueror novels have been print on demand, right? Which I think kind of makes this print run the first real print run. The first real, like, first editions and all of that stuff. It's all like, there's a limited print run. There's 8,000 copies of this book. There's never going to be any more, blah, 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 blah. That's what this print run is going to be. You can still order SHAD's print on demand novels like right now. So there's no limited print run on print on demand. So it's entirely possible that the Shadow of the Conqueror hardback editions that are in this campaign become the most coveted versions of this book. Like, say SHAD goes on to just continue this series and it becomes like, I mean, dude, it's already, I don't know how many of them have sold, but yeah. Has he planned to print and ship in the US, orders in the US? So this is being printed by my printer, API. It's being fulfilled by API's fulfillment center. So this is all happening from the US. So if you're in the US, shipping is standard shipping price. So, hey, Kevin, I can hear you squeaky squeak.
Oh, hey, sorry.
Hey, kid.
It's all good. Jeff says most self-published stuff is POD, especially if you sell through Amazon and Barnes & Noble. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And so now this is an actual first real print run. Isn't this the same graphic novel you had done over a year ago? Yeah, that was 2 years ago I had this finished. But it is what it is. There was the issue with Joe over API dying. That put us off because of where he had all of our quotes and all of this stuff. I mean, that's not a 2-year excuse, but that kind of set us off. And then Ben came back on and tried and then SHAD had health issues and whatnot, but then Ben came on to sort of alleviate this chore from SHAD, and so he was working with me and with API with Robert. Oh wait, was he working with Ben? I forget. Anyways, he's working with API, and then I still don't know what happened to Ben, but Ben disappeared. He's like no longer working for SHAD. I don't know if something happened to him or if he quit or if he was fired. I literally have no clue. He might have gotten married and moved to Wichita. Got no clue. But then ultimately, SHAD just didn't have time to deal with this stuff. And so he brought Mary on board, and Mary started getting things back on the rails. And then, long story short, too late, we're launching today. We launched today. I think it's been 12 hours and change since SHAD put this video up, which it was supposed to launch at 6 a.m., but I think he launched it but didn't get the video up right away. So I think it's been about half a day. So I think we're at half a day and we're over $50,000 and $100,000 goal. So
will not be available ever again once this launch campaign ends. And in addition to this, we've gone even further and made premium, high-class, display-quality, collector edition, leather-bound versions of the second edition novel and graphic novel, both of which will be available for a limited time during this launch campaign.
Way better than I thought it would be. Bought because I watched SHAD on YouTube. I never thought his book would be as good as this is. Kind of blown away. Jevin Curley.
With special
Paul,
collector edition
there was
covers and limited Everfall merchandise. This is
there was no preamble to this launch
to secure these special versions of this phenomenal epic fantasy graphic novel. Just because the mainstream comic book industry is declining in both quantity and quality doesn't mean we still can't make great graphic novels for those who love them and attract new fans to the format. Please share this Indiegogo campaign with as many people you feel would be interested and who would love to enjoy such a visually stunning and emotionally riveting story as this Chronicles of Everfall, Shadow of the Conqueror, Volume 1, Enemies of Self.
And then this is Shad's sort of, this was his announcement video. I'm going to play this too. I'm just going to play all this stuff from SHAD today. He wanted it out. The fans want it as
Shadow
well.
of the
Yes.
Conqueror is the breakout debut
Wait a second.
novel by
No,
SHAD
this is
M.
the same one.
Brooks.
Okay, he did a different video. Anyways, I guess that's not important. Oh no, he did a Night's Watch video today, and then from the Night's Watch, he gave a little where is it? Let's see. Let's go to his channel. I think it was on 13 hours ago. Okay, so maybe yeah. Yeah, it was on his other channel. Hey, look at this. He changed his banner. That's cool. Nice. So far, this has gotten 70,000 views. This and then his Night's Watch. And his Night's Watch video, which is 13 hours ago, diversity checklist. So this has 25,000 views, but he starts this
have a diversity.
the first 3 minutes talking about the graphic novel. So actually, let's watch that too.
Before we begin this episode of Night's Watch, I'm just letting you know that the launch campaign for the graphic novel adaptation of my book, Shadow of the Conqueror, is now live. Yes, it's taken us a while to get there, but now it is happening. And so if you want to get your hands on a premium, top quality graphic novel with some of the best art that you will find, Mike S. Miller, he's a industry veteran, absolutely phenomenal color work as well. And the story, if I do say myself, is pretty awesome. Get your hands on it, but not only that, there are special collector edition covers. Also,
look, he's got
there's a
two of my
second
Hedge
edition
Knight
version of my book that's available, and you can get it with a new cover, a brand new cover by Chris McGrath. Looks amazing.
I still got to get him the
and
Mystery
special
Knight.
collector edition covers. These are the graphic novel covers that you can get on the trade second edition version of my book, limited time only. And on top of that, leather bound. Yes, I love leather bounds. Leather bounds are absolutely awesome. And now you can get leather bound Shadow of the Conqueror as well as the graphic novel for a very limited time. These are premium, display quality, absolutely beautiful leather bounds. That's all available in this launch campaign. So please go check it out. You won't be disappointed because it is top quality stuff. You'll really enjoy it. And also share it with your friends.
Link is in the description, by the way.
Launch campaign as far as possible, because this is what we need to do to try and regain, the culture, entertainment that we want, the good stories with great heroes and everything, and just celebrate good writing. This is what I'm trying to do, to bring back stories, good stories that we can really enjoy and really appreciate. The stories of heroes, conflicts, all the great stuff. It's an action adventure. So if you like that type of stuff, you'll really like this graphic novel, and it will also help me push forward to do even more. Not only the other volumes, really like the adaptation of my book, but also launching my own comic book universe. I have big plans, but that is all reliant on us pushing this launch campaign to be as successful as possible. Your help would be absolutely awesome if you share it with everyone. But not only the help, you will love this graphic novel, okay? It is really, really great. So make sure you get your copy, and guys, leatherbound. Leatherbound's so nice. So get your copy of those as well if you're able to. Hope you will, and yeah, you will love it. And to give you a bit of a sneak peek of what this graphic novel is going to look like, the trailer, yes, I made a trailer for the launch of the graphic novel that's going to be played at the end of the Night's Watch video in place of our regular outro, so you get to see just how awesome it is. Trust me, you will absolutely love it. Thanks, guys.
Welcome back to The Watch.
All right. Night's Watch. I didn't watch the whole thing. I've been so bloody busy today. And then, at the end, he pops the whole video at the end here. So, awesome. Just from these two videos, no live streaming, nothing. Just those videos and a few shares on Twitter and me shooting out some mailing list stuff. We are at, in 13 hours, $56,000. That is that's not bad. That's not bad for what is essentially just his core group. So 513 backers. I'm curious how this is gonna go, man, because he's gonna be on Friday Night Tights on Friday. He's gonna be on the they do a House of the Dragon review with Nerdrotic, Mauler, and Shad on Sundays, and so those two shows. Well, let's go see. Not to say that it's going to be like all about Shad, right? But Nerdrotics, Friday Night Tights get like, I don't know, 200,000-300,000 views, and then yeah, where's the one he just did with the? Where's the one? I can't find it, but the recent the House of the Dragon ones, they get a lot of views as well, and it's live streaming, so he can actually field questions and all that kind of fun stuff. So yeah, and if you're not subscribed to SHAD Diversity,
Then have a diversity
or the Night's Watch,
playbook.
here, I'll just drop the link in the I'll drop the link in the chat. If you're not already subscribed, please do. There's the Night's Watch, and
Then have a diversity playbook.
Yes.
burp, burp. That's still the Night's Watch, still has the awesome Shadow of the Conqueror banner on it. Love it. And then here is Shad Brooks. And I don't know if it'll happen, but he's also, his brother is Jazza Art. So it'd be fantastic. Actually, right there, there's Jazza.
Greetings, I'm Shad, and I've got something really 60 now.
Jazza.
Geez.
So, are you familiar with Jazza?
Jazza?
Yeah.
No.
This lad right here. That's
Yes.
Shad's brother.
Yep.
Jazza Art. I don't know if he'll manage to do anything in conjunction with this and Jazza Art, but Jazza has 6 million subs.
I don't know who
would
that
be-
is.
That would be great.
Is he a performance artist?
No, he does all
Art.
different kinds of art related stuff.
Kind of like art tutorials or something, or
Yeah, art tutorials and just like repaints on stuff and just
yeah. I remember that.
you know what he's like? It just reminds me he's like a middle school art teacher.
Yeah, yeah, pretty
Like
much.
middle school art teacher on YouTube type kind of. It just really does remind me of that. He does funky experiments with all the different kind of stuff. And anyways, he's got 6 million subs. So if there's some way he can legitimately make a video with Shad on that would be just freaking crazy awesome.
So that's the Shadow of the Conqueror's brother?
He's Shad Diversity's brother, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, cool, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, I never heard of it, but that's cool.
All
Is
right.
it more like a channel for the younger kids, right?
It seems like it. But
That's the ones who watch YouTube, like binge watch YouTube like
Here,
crazy.
let's watch I'm Going to Hell for Making
In
This.
this video, I do unforgivable things to innocent children's toys. But I don't bear all the blame here. Luck has its part, fate, if you will. And of course, the fact that I was surrounded by a lot of other irresponsible people. Or in other words,
Welcome to Monster Bash Live.
Monster Bash, for those of you
All right, so I don't know what he's doing, but he's obviously
Darkest bit. Like, this video's,
Yeah.
grosser than my usual content.
Gross.
But I'm hoping that
turning baby dolls into disgusting
don't
Halloween
want none of-
things.
cure cosplay or polymer.
Yep.
But once that
So
was
yeah,
dropped,
that kind of stuff. It's like I said, it's like middle school art projects for weirdos or something. I don't know. I've watched a few of his videos, so it's kind of hard to put a real frame around exactly what you'd call it.
Definitely, kids would like that.
Let's see, 56,553. It's fun because this isn't my campaign, but I feel like it's my campaign because I'm the artist. So I just want to promote it. I haven't promoted like a campaign of mine in how long has it been?
Yeah.
It's been forever. Andrew
Isn't
says,
it-
have Shad make a 2-minute version of that video. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, you know what? Because if he's going on like he's on Friday Night Tights, he probably doesn't want to play a 10-minute video. Right? But it's like, hey, let's
Yeah.
watch a video. And it's like they're sitting there for 10 minutes watching it. Yeah, it's not a bad idea. I'll suggest it to him. Joe K says Jazza is a jack of all trades and master of none. He's pretty good. I've seen some of his painting. He is pretty good. Jazza uses adult language. SHAD doesn't even use adult language. Although SHAD is like a devout Mormon. Jazza, you know what? I don't want to lay claim. I just someone said that he's not devout, so I don't want to make any assumptions. No one I know for sure would know has told me. So, and I don't know. So, and what do you know? We've got Edwin Boyett, whose mic is not working once again.
You know, if
Edwin, just put your face in front of the microphone and I'll talk for you.
if he's going to drop in any of your original art,
It says
or
you're
the
muted.
pages.
Unmute your mic. Poor Edwin.
Hello?
This happened to you last time.
Hello?
I feel
Hello?
like you didn't.
I heard something.
All right. Aloha. Can you hear me now?
I can.
How about now?
There
Is that-
you go. There you go.
All right. In all my glory, I suppose. Congratulations, man.
Great glory. Yeah. I mean, that's great. And I can't wait to see how it does. But like I said, it's not my camp. It's Shad's campaign. I just have editing powers.
Well, I
Let me go in
do
here and
remember.
change everything. I'm just kidding.
I do remember from what I read of his novel, and then of what you shared with me from the graphic novel, that you really tightened a lot of things up and made it kind of pop. So
Well,
good to see you.
Thank you. Like I said, it is, he is more Tolkien-esque in his leisurely way of writing and describing things, and so that doesn't really, it wouldn't work for, you got 48 pages to tell this chunk of a story. It's like you can't spend all this time on the road getting from point A to point B, right? Even if you're point A to point B, you're telling these great stories and having these great memories and all of this stuff. Visually, that just doesn't work, right? So.
Yeah. If you turned the Fellowship of the Rings into a comic book the way Tolkien wrote it, it would take you about 5,000 pages.
There you go.
And he's from what I've seen on YouTube, he's been working his little Shadiversity off, getting out there and promoting himself. Good for him. Good for him. What do you think it'll make on Indiegogo? You think he'll hit the? You think he'll hit a couple of 100,000 or?
Oh, I mean, it depends on. I don't know, man. We're at 56,000 off those two videos today.
That's not bad.
Right. So I don't know. I'm kind of crossing my fingers that he does 100,000 in the first 24 hours. That would be awesome.
You know what he's going to do, because I've watched some of his videos, and he's got like him and his friends, and they look like scullery maids for medieval times in their costumes. He's got to get a more large-breasted scullery maid in costume to
scullery
do
maiden?
the Vanna White kind of thing with the book.
Scullery maiden, yeah.
I'm just saying.
Chuck Hewitt says, with Friday Night Tights push, Shad will crush it. Yeah, so that's what I'm looking forward to on Friday, is seeing how much of the content is devoted to this, like sort of the way they did with Eric July, if they can manage that, because they get like, actually I don't even know, what do they get as a live audience. I've seen them have like,
I think they can pull
14,000
around
live viewers.
15,000
Yeah.
if they're on a trending topic, and Nerdrotic is probably one of the best about staying on the trending topics.
Yeah, he runs a tight Friday
Yeah.
night tight ship. I was a guest on there once, and I was in the guest room, and so they make sure they've got a set of topics, they've got a set of articles and whatever. It's like he does a lot of show prep, and this was before Corey Black Garrett came on as producer, right?
Yeah.
So he would prep the show, make sure everybody, read the content, or at least tell them to do their homework for the show, so that they all had something to say about any given subject, whatever it is they had to say. And so, yeah, that was that's a good way to.
I will
shop.
say that that Shadiversity, that young Ripa, and probably quarterback should take some of that YouTube money and buy a Peloton. I'm just saying, spending a lot of time behind the microphone, got to get the body moving. There's a little bit more quarterback Garrett than there used to be a little while ago.
I'm trying to think. Really, the only thing I noticed the difference is the hair.
And who's that nice young Oriental girl on?
What is a Peloton?
A Peloton's a fancy treadmill.
What is a piton?
What is a piton?
Matt Carson, what are you doing? Hey, Edwin, do you know what
working
a pauldron is? A pauldron?
A cauldron or a pauldron?
Pauldron with a P. I just found out
a shoulder piece of armor. What are we talking about?
Yeah, correct. I didn't know what it was until I found out when I was doing these Dragon Guild NFTs, and they were saying they had a list for pauldrons. I'm like, what's a pauldron? I had to look it up. I'm like,
all these guys were World of Warcraft gamers, so they know the names for individual pieces of armor. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Gamers.
I know it all because I started researching it back when I was doing the Hedge Knight. Gorgets and greaves and blah 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 blah.
So did you know that there would be a little hot incestuous action on last week's show of whole, what is it? Something of the Dragon.
I didn't know, but I prognosticated from probably episode 1 or 2 that I thought they would end up together. I haven't read that far in the books. I'm in the book right now, right after Daemon is born.
Well, there was a little bit of foreshadowing when Doctor Who put the necklace on her. What is Matt Smith's character? There was like a little bit of like, I think that's foreshadowing. And then, they didn't waste any time. But I don't know if there was crisis of conscience or performance issues there. I'm not sure. It was
a performance issue. I watched I wasn't quite sure what was going on either, but in the after show thing, they said that, he was impotent. He couldn't perform.
Oh, so he needs to get with one of the maesters and have him work him up a little blue dragon pill, I suppose. Put a little fire in the dragon.
Blue dragon. Put a little fire in your crotch. Andrew Hayes says, anything new on Lone Star 3? When am I getting that book? When I'm done with it.
Get him, Andrew. Get him. Tell him you want your book.
Yeah, so the coloring is, I have one page from the colorist that I haven't colored yet. Actually, you know what? His name is blanked out of my freaking mind. Fab. All right, let me look it up and see if I missed an email.
Do you actually have a colorist for it now? Because your other colorist went squirrely, right?
No, he's doing flats. And this is from the 4th. So yeah, I have one page I have not done yet. Let me ping him back.
Is he?
I'm just so busy right now that I can't do the coloring because I'm doing.
We just pay somebody a couple $100 to drive by his house and shake him by the scruff of his neck.
No, actually he's been very compared to all the other colors I've had.
Okay, so this is a new one. This is a new.
This is
okay, got it.
I've fired 4 colorists on this project already.
Wow.
3 or 4. I think it's 4.
All right, Andrew wants Shad's preview to be snappier.
Snappy. Well, Andrew, why don't you do an edit and post it up?
I wonder, is he going to put some of your artwork on the some more like pages
on the campaign page?
Yeah, because they were so good looking, and man, it'd be a shame not to put some on there to kind of amp it up.
I mean, isn't there? Did I?
I didn't see much
I
of
built
anything.
this. I built it, so I could put them up if I want.
Oh, did you? Oh, okay, cool, man.
Yeah.
Well, then I'm saying to you as a friend and a fan, put some more pages up. You kick some button on there.
All right.
I didn't see a lot of interior pages on there.
56808. See, still keeps ticking up. Ticking up. Let me see real quick. I am the #1 referrer to this campaign.
Nice. Shadow of the Conqueror.
I mean, it should be Shad, but I don't think he's using his
personal
link for.
But he's like a day behind, right? Anyway, so you've got to let the time catch up, and then the toilet water goes the other way in Australia. So there's a lot to account for there.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
The Coriolis effect. Yeah. Shadow of the Conqueror is based on one of the most well-crafted and unique fantasy worlds the genre has seen in many years. And fans of the novel have been craving to see the world depicted visually. Now Shadow of the Conqueror is coming to you in an epic graphic novel adaptation with the incredibly talented art of Mike S. Miller. Do we believe that? Are there any citations there?
Where are you reading that?
This will bring its dark, challenging story to the fans and new readers alike in another wonderful format, making the story more accessible than ever before and enabling fans to enjoy it in new ways. Mike is a 28-year veteran of the comic book industry.
I got to fix that. I'm going to edit that right now.
Which one?
28. I made this 2 years ago. That's why it says 28 years.
Mike is a 73-year veteran of the comic book industry. Famous for his work on DC Comics' Mary Worth.
Oh no.
Terrible. Elliot, by the way, is exhausted, so he can't make it in.
And the 10 Commandments, which you may remember from the Old Testament.
73.
Yeah, well, we rounded up. It happens.
What are you even talking about, Vic? Mike is a 70 years old veteran of monkey drawings.
All right, let's see what else his copy is. Let's see how his copy feels.
Right.
You cool with me? You cool with me reading his copy?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. The author of Shadow of the Conqueror, Shad M. Brooks, has been a fan of both comic books and Mike's works for many years. Well, you can't account for taste. And is thrilled to be working with him to make the Shadow of the Conqueror graphic novel to the highest standards possible. The book will be separated into 4 graphic novel volumes. The first one, entitled Enemies of Self, has 48 pages of stunning art, visualizing the amazing and unique world of Everfall, with some of the best work Mike has ever done. Separating the book into 4 volumes gives a great opportunity to adapt more of the work, and even add a new content not seen in the original novel. Far from being given secondary regard as a token adaptation that doesn't accurately represent the source material. The graphic novels are being made with the intent to form a crucial part of the Everfall story, revealing fascinating aspects to the characters and world not found in any other format. All right. I like. Did you write this copy, Mike? Did you say that this was the best
No,
one?
I did not write the copy. It's actually the script from the video, for most part. Did you see the video? I'm not going to play it again.
I did not see the video.
Yeah. You need to represent for Ethan, and all will be cool. Wear your Cyberfrog hat and make sure to carry a chromium.
Yes.
Button.
Yes.
I can't. I burned my chromium edition.
You should probably customize yourself a Cyberfrog lunchbox and walk around like that. I think that would bring you back in good graces. How is that dude anyway? Is he doing pretty good?
I don't know. I don't follow much.
Yeah. I just haven't
see him
had
once
time.
in a while. I'm on John De La Rosa's channel here and there. And once in a while, Ethan will pop in while I'm there.
I've just had a chance here and there to go in and poke De La Rosa's nose here and there and say hello to Jeff Potts, but I've been in campaign mode for politics, so it's been kind of crazy.
Yeah, how's that going?
Good. The candidate that we are helping is the most successful Republican candidate for Congress in Hawaii ever. So he's got a legit shot. It's going to be a hard fight, but if anybody's ever had a chance, it's him. And we've just been putting in work and work and work.
Is he going up against Macy Hirono, or am I?
No. So Mazie Hirono is in the Senate. She doesn't come up
okay.
for election for 2 more years. He's running against somebody called Jill Takuda, who is Mazie's selected successor. So from what I can see, because Mazie's not in good health, she wants Jill to run for Congress this year and then probably run for the Senate next year with Mazie retiring. Joe K says the echo gives Highlanders intro vibes.
All right. Sorry.
Sheldon Martin, sorry for making this political. We should be promoting Shadiversity. Sheldon Martin said, "Hey, Edwin, did you help BJPN?" I did. I just went and ate brunch with him on Sunday. He's an interesting fellow.
Joe K wants to know if you are paid in cash or future political favors.
Both. Preferably in brown paper bags.
Yes.
By someone in a trench coat and sunglasses. Though the trench coat does tend to stand out. The trench coat does tend to stand out in Hawaii. Vic says the UFC fighter. Yes, he ran for governor here. And
really?
Yeah, and he's actually going to do some subsequent stuff. So I did some analysis for him and cut some promos and things. It was fun.
Oh, cool.
I did. They're not out yet, and I don't know when they're gonna come out. But I did I did an NFT project for a couple UFC fighters that are brothers. You know who the Usmans are?
Yeah, sure do. Do.
I did a collection for those guys. So I don't know when we're gonna do anything with that, but hopefully.
Did I not just see that you're doing an NFT set for like a real big mover in the NFT game?
Yeah, he goes by Shibtoshi Nakamoto.
Whoa.
He's the largest Shiba Inu holder.
It's getting kind of shibby.
Yeah, I'll just repeat it. He made and it was funny because I watched an interview with him. And he had some friends, who were like into SHIB, and they were just haranguing him to get into it. And then when he finally did, he thought it would be funny if he invested more than all of his friends combined. And so
interesting.
So he bought $8,000 worth of SHIB when it was completely worthless.
Oh,
it turned into $5.7 billion.
Wow, that is nuts. That's a lottery ticket. Well, $8,000 worth of lottery tickets, I suppose.
Yeah, right, exactly.
How much is SHIB fallen? I just haven't had time to track the crypto market.
I don't know. You can look it up. Sheldon says the Usmans, LOL. Kamaru Usman is one of the greatest ever. Yeah, him and his brother Muhammad. My one of my buddies is Muhammad Usman's manager. So we got Muhammad on. We were doing his first, and then showing Muhammad and Kamaru at the same time. So Kamaru wanted it too. It's Japanese, Mr. Miller, so it should be said Sheeb. Holy Sheeb. Yes, I know it's Shiba Inu, but people call it Shib.
Yeah, call it Shib.
Sheeb.
Get that weak sheep out of here.
Yeah. Did you look it up?
Not yet. I thought I remembered buying a copy of Shad's Shadow. Yeah, I did. I do have a copy on my Kindle, The Shadow of the Conqueror.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I have what do I have? I have a PDF. And then I have the audiobook.
Let's see. Let's see. I'm gonna read a passage. Is that all right?
Go for it, man. 56,
All right.
808,
So the character here is
57,000. See, it just keeps going up. I love it. I really, really hope it hits 100,000 before 24 hours. Just on the power of those 2 videos. That'd be so awesome. All right,
so
go
this
ahead,
is chapter 2. Chapter, I guess. The characters are Paradan and Dalen. Here we go. Of course I can. Light the ribbon means I must accept every fair challenge. Fair. You listen now and listen good, you little snot, Dalen said with a growl. You'll grant me what my honor deserves and fight to first blood with the best of your ability. Got it? I might kill you. Like that's far off. Anyway, if you deny me, I'll take back the money I gave you and tell everyone how much of a light, cursed coward you are and that you piss yourself at the sight of your own shadow. Ooh, intense. Paradan's mood darkened. You don't need to get personal, Dalen. Then act like a swordsman and fight me. A true swordsman would never accept such an unfair fight. Dalen growled and hefted his sword into plow stance. The sword pointed diagonally toward his opponent. It took a lot of effort, but Dalen pushed himself on to advance. Paradan drew his sword and reflexively stood in wrath, which held the sword near his right ear. The blade pointed back over his shoulder. Stop this, Dalen, he said. You'll just make a fool of yourself. Dalen pushed his sword forward in a thrust, forcing Paradan to move. Paradan tried to counter with a diagonal strike from Wrath, a type of riposte meant to parry and place his sword on point for a counter thrust. Dalen stepped to his right. It was more of a stumble, but he expected his body to move like this, which was no matter, as the fight was already over. By stepping and raising his sword into a hanging parry, angled down, Dalen deflected the strike to his side and stepped forward, positioning himself in Paradan's guard. Without pause, Dalen continued to stumble past Paradan's side, his hands moving to twist the sword around and nick Paradan on the cheek with the back edge. Dalen staggered a few more steps before regaining his footing. He let his arms drop and hunched over, wheezing heavily. Paradan spun to face him. Dalen glanced back and smiled. A small trickle of blood ran down Paradan's cheek, who touched the blood with stunned eyes. Impossible, he said. No. Practice. You have a good foundation, but are still bare as a baby's ass. No. Paradan's face grew red. He had just been beaten by a very old man. Not merely old, but ancient, as few people reach Dalen's years. Luck, Paradan said. Then try to strike me, if you can, Dalen said, forcing himself up. All right, can. There you go.
An excellent reading, young man. Hold on, I'm gonna copy it. I have not shared this to the Discord because I'm an idiot.
You got to share it to the Discord, Mike.
Got to share it to the Discord.
Did you share it to Shadiversity's Discord? He has a Discord, you know.
Oh no, I have not.
The Night's Watch or some such, I think.
Yeah, I'm actually in. I have my own little thing in there for the graphic novel.
Oh, sweet.
Mr. Motion's channel says, guess who got first place for the Solomon Kane Art Place? Thank Jesus, for the glory belongs to him. Congratulations, Mr. Motion. Did you do a Solomon Kane? We like Solomon Kane and the whole catalog of Robert E. Howard over on my channel.
All right, let's give this a refresh and see what's up. 57, 161, 523, 520. And we got one more.
All right. There you go.
We got one more. And look, let's just kind of scroll through here and see what everybody can get. If you happen to be a super fan, you can get the super fan bundle 23% off, and you get pretty much everything. The graphic novel ebook, the novel ebook, all 4 graphic novel covers, all 4 hardback covers, the leather-bound graphic novel, leather-bound novel, and the artist edition graphic novel, which is the inks, like the virgin covers that I do. Well, we're doing that for the entire book. You can get the graphic novel ebook. Oh, by the way, that is $500. $113 off. Graphic novel ebook, $15. Novel ebook, $15. Pick a cover, any cover for the graphic novel or the novel is $25. Those 164 claimed on the graphic novel, doing better than the novel at 96. The artist edition, only 5 claimed here, but it has also sold with other bundles. You could go here and pick both covers, whatever cover you want. Like I did a little highlight here, right? 7 claimed there. Pick all 4, or just get all 4 graphic novel cover bundle, $75. That's buy 3 get 1 free. Same thing with the novels. You can get a limited signed novel out of 251 have been claimed for $75. Same thing with the graphic novel, 37 out of 200 claimed. And those will be tipped in because obviously Shad's in Australia. He's going to be, they'll send him the right paper. He'll sign all the pages. Those pages will be sent back to the printer and they will be tipped into the novels. So that's how you get your novels signed by the Shad Man. Ultimate cover bundle, which it's like the fan edition, but it doesn't have the leathers. $150, save 25% there. 8 claimed, or you can get the leather-bound graphic novel for $200, $199, or the leather-bound novel for $199. The novel seems to be a little more popular in that end. Signed graphic novel, leather-bound, $299. Wait a second. Yeah, that's another $100. Or likewise on the leather. So yeah, the signed stuff is the limited stuff. So if you want this stuff signed by Shad, then you need to get in on it before it's too late. Leather collector's bundle, get as many as you want there. 15 sold. Hey, that's good because I just made that. I made this one right at the last minute. 15 claimed on that. 349, man. Signed, numbered leather collector's bundle comes with the free Imperious sword letter opener, so that's pretty cool. 549, 11 out of 100 claimed, and we're only halfway through the first day. Then original art pages, you can get original interior arts, $1,000. I know it's a lot, but that's okay. I don't tend to sell my art, but this includes the double page spread, so it's first come first serve. So if you're first come and you're like $1,000, you want that double page spread, then essentially you're getting it half off because you get the first. They're $500 a page. Then the light original cover art and Dalen original cover art, $10,000 each. If they sell, they sell. If they don't, I will hang on to them because it's the original art, man. It's the original art. All right, so that's the whole thing in a nutshell. If you got on the mailing list, then you'll check your email. There's also a 30% discount bundle on there if you want to do that. So $500, says Sheldon. Yes. Mr. Motion says, oh, and I saw Shad's video, Mike. Great job. I didn't do his video. Thank you. So that's where we're at. Kevin, what are you up to, my friend?
I am working on a backer special arrangement piece for a backer of Dragon Guard, and it is a Thundercats piece. And
I was going to say that looked a little lion-o or a little dragon-o. I don't know what you call it.
Exactly. and I had
That looks
something
like a
special.
Thundercat hoe.
Yes. Just light boxing the layout and stuff. That weird glow that everybody sees.
Oh, right.
And then I posted this up on Twitter a couple of days ago or so. It's a Homelander piece.
Yeah, didn't somebody from the show comment on that?
Yes. Eric Kripke, the showrunner and the creator of Supernatural.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He is the guy that is the showrunner on The Boys, and surprisingly, he liked it.
Nice.
It was pretty crazy. Like he was the first
I'm
person.
friends with one of the writers that was on Supernatural.
Oh, really? Cool.
Adam Glass. He took
yeah,
over,
yeah.
I think, season 5 through, I don't remember.
Yeah, well, the showrunner was what was the girl's name? She wrote a lot of stuff in season 3, and she became one of the showrunners or co-showrunner. And she did an awesome episode where they were trapped in a jail with a bunch of demons surrounding the police headquarters or whatever, and it was a really, really awesome episode. And then everything she wrote after that was just awful. For like after season 5 or whatever, it just was not good stuff. So I was sitting there going, how did you write such a brilliant episode? Like they get out of the police God, what do you call it? Headquarters. I'm just gonna say headquarters. I hate that word, but anyway,
The donut shop.
precinct headquarters or whatever. Yeah, exactly. But they're all trapped in there. All the demons surrounded it. All the stuff, and then they get the idea to record the what is it? The exorcism, and play it on the PAs when the demons come in to rush them. And so it exercises all the demons as they come in and rush the precinct. And it was just really cool. Really, really cool. And then I got in some keychains. Well, it's not going to focus very well. But
is that from Sticker Mule?
Yeah. I got in some Dragon Guard keychains. So
I had not figured you for a Supernatural super fan, Kevin. Do you start weeping when Carry On My Wayward Son comes on the radio?
Oh no, a headbang, man. A headbang.
Hey, I'll be right back.
I honestly didn't see myself as being a fan of that stuff because I looked at all that, because that was right before CW had all those DC shows, and
right, yeah,
and it was all this, Vampire Diaries, all this teeny bopper girl emo stuff. And I was like, there's no way. And I tried Supernatural. I was just like, I got bored and watched, what was it?
Well, you gotta have your sparkly vampires. Everyone knows that vampires are sparkly.
No. Yeah. There's none of that on Supernatural, thank goodness. But I hate vampires anyway. Like me personally, I despise.
They are bloodsuckers, Kevin.
Yeah, exactly. But the show was good. It was just like there was a lot of good characters on it. A lot of redneck characters, which I thought was really weird.
Well, that's right, Bobby, right?
Yeah,
Bobby and a lot of the hunters are rednecks.
Yep. And
That's
Bobby's
right.
just one of the coolest characters. Thank you. So that was really fun. So that's how I got into that. And I am definitely not the type of stuff that's on The Boys. That's not my thing usually. But the guy that plays Homelander, Anthony Starr, and a couple others, like the guy playing Butcher, I'm having a brain fart on his name. Oh, Carl Urban.
Yeah. With the boys had just a tad too much exploding butthole for my taste.
Yeah, just a bit.
There's a fine line.
That's a giant penis, but
exactly.
That's just me. You know me and the whole hey Mike.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But
hey, like the new background?
There you go. That's
This is a scene from Shadow of the Conqueror.
Awesome.
It's a scene where so this is actually the color's wrong on his hair here, but that's Dallas. And so if you can't really see the whole thing, I kind of set this scene up like in remember
your shoulder is just slightly in the way of the young woman's butt cleavage. Otherwise, you'd be.
Sorry, is this better? Let me help you there.
That's a nice. You put that tangent in with the glass of wine angled right at the.
No. So that's my point, right? It's like, remember that scene and the director did it on purpose. It's Spartacus. There's a famous scene in Spartacus where Spartacus is down there in the gladiator pit and he's fighting for his very life, right? And there's a couple of senators in the foreground, and the focus is on the senators, and they're just sitting there having their conversation while these men down on the pit are fighting for their lives. It's like all this drama's down here, and these guys blah 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 blah. And so I totally stole that scene here for this panel, and you can barely see like this dude's hair. If I could just turn all of this green screen. Oh, you know what? I can do that. Hold on.
Sheldon Martin says, Mike, there's a crack in your wall.
There.
Wow.
See? So it's just these two dudes smoking and drinking and having a conversation while these two girls are like fighting for their lives in front of them.
That's
it's like
really
supposed
nice
to be the entertainment, but they're just so blasé about it. They're like, yeah.
That's really nice. You put those pelvic dimples that are back there on her lower back there. That's pretty cool.
There you
Paid
go.
attention. A lot of detail.
Realistic anatomy. Might be a little hyperextension on the lady's back left arm, if anybody even noticed she had a back left arm.
It's supposed to be hyperextended. Oh, you mean her right? This arm?
The other arm.
This is hyperextended right here.
You're on the left.
The other one looks hyperextended, like
but
behind
this,
her.
I mean, you can see because this would be straight.
Oh yeah, they both are. They both are then. Yeah.
But that's how chicks are, dude. A lot of chicks can totally hyperextend their arms. It's weird.
See that arm again? I think it's time for some push-ups, Miller.
I can't. My shoulder, dude. Remember? I don't know. You probably don't remember. I jacked my shoulder up like, I'm going to say 2 years ago, like running from these kids at junior high group. We were playing frisbee tag, right?
Was that when you were dressed in the gorilla suit, or was that a different?
And I didn't want to get tagged with the frisbee, so I'm running at full speed when I'm like 49 years old or something, and I fall, but I have my muscle memory is to tuck roll when I fall, and so I tuck rolled, but on my right shoulder. And somehow it's funny because I was telling the story to my brother, and he's all, dude, I did that too. Someone was trying to steal his car, and he was chasing this guy, and he fell, and he tuck rolled too. He broke his shoulder.
Oh,
this is like a weird age, Mike, because I turned 50 in a couple more months, and it's like I can do anything that I could do when I was 30, but
your bones will break.
But I'll regret it if I do.
Yeah. So running at full speed can be dangerous at our age. It's
The Comics Bear says, I was hurt running from kids. Mike Miller, 2022.
Well, anyway, so I talked to a friend that's a medic, and he said after I described everything, he said it sounded like a rotator cuff. Something, I don't know, whatever. But it's like if I go further back than if I threw my arm like 2 inches past this, I would have this shocking nerve pain go through my arm for like a minute straight, just like I'm being electrocuted. It's like super, and I do it all the time because I'm an idiot. So it's like,
can you use your arm and take your hand and that arm, and can you put your hand on your ponytail behind your head? Oh, then I imagine that you must not have had too bad a rotator cuff problem.
No,
I can't do that.
It's when I try to extend backwards.
Yeah.
Or I can't like put my arm behind me and then bring it up.
Can you put your left foot out and shake it all about?
I can try. I can put my left foot out and go with it.
Well, that's what it's all about.
Actually, I probably couldn't. I think I'm right-footed.
Chuck Keyworth says, sounds like the senior hour in here now. That's right.
Hey, man. You got to draw Social Security
Kevin,
sometime.
Mike, and I are all going to go down to McDonald's in the morning and get our discount coffee and our cheap Egg McMuffins with our
I can't wait
discount.
until I can draw Social Security. I'm going to draw it early and then just take every dollar of Social Security and buy Bitcoin with it.
Oh.
Every month. Bam,
Every month. Bam. When are you guys getting out of California, man?
Yeah.
When God tells me to.
Anybody got an Echo device I can use? Like,
a what
it's time. Leave California.
Oh,
God,
you sound an awful lot like Kevin.
Yeah, exactly.
That sounds like.
Proto,
oh, sorry. It sounds like Jiminy Cricket too.
Happy birthday, Jiminy Cricket.
Is it his birthday?
It was either yesterday or today, I think.
All right. Well, happy birthday, Mr. Cricket.
Happy birthday, Mr. Cricket.
Happy birthday to you.
The plagues are not enough. That's not God telling you to leave. The plagues are everywhere.
Yeah.
Dummies who wear masks are here more.
Y'all invented monkeypox, right? That was invented in San Francisco or something.
Was it? I wouldn't doubt it.
That's where they were mixing up the soup to make monkey.
Monkey stew.
Oh lordy! Don't get us blocked or copyright or struck anyway. Not copyright struck. What am I talking about?
Vic,
somebody's got a copyright on it.
A legit poignant question. What's BlackRock and Bitcoin supposed to be about?
It's all Illuminati. All Illuminati, Vic.
Well, from my perspective,
the lizard people taking our resources.
The lizard people didn't understand Bitcoin until it was too late to invest in it early. Mm-hmm. And so now they're trying to gobble it all up before it becomes $1 million a coin.
It's the Trilateral Commission, the Rothschilds, and
because they're taking a
the
beating.
Illuminati.
It's because they're taking a beating on all that land they bought.
Taking a beating?
Yeah.
I don't care.
Oh,
every 20 years, the market's up in real estate. Even the last dip didn't drop it below the 20-year high.
I'll be back in a minute or two, Mike, if you're still here.
I'll be here. Yeah.
Hey, what's that, Kevin?
You really want us
well,
to see?
I was just trying to see if I could get it to focus.
Oh, I see it. Dragon Guard.
Yeah, it's a keychain.
The size of a quarter. Alpha Proto says, I don't want you to fall into the ocean with the rest of California unless your family is the only reason God's wrath has not hit California. Yeah, see, we're that one righteous family that saves all of Sodom.
Yeah, man, we're keeping this thing afloat.
All right, let's do a refresh here real quick and see where we're at on the Indiegogo. 524 backers, Bitcoin 529. Ooh, 5 backers over 58,000.
Nice.
Nice.
Where
that's
did
up what? That's up 10 grand.
Stream? Huh?
Wasn't that only 40 something when you first started?
No, we were over 50. I don't know what it was though. Let me see.
When we came on, it was like at 56 or something like that, I think.
I don't know. I'm gonna look on YouTube
because I was looking at it before we went on live.
Hey, Amy Lester, Melissa Lester.
It was.
Yeah, it's cheap.
Money there.
It was shy of 56. So we have slightly 55, 98.
Yep. Very cool.
And then I was also showing off the Cryptochads here.
Oh yeah, hey there to the Lesters. I saw you. I just didn't want to interrupt Edwin. So I saw the hi Kevs.
SE Spider says Mike is going to gather everyone on his NFT boat 2 at a time. This is true. This is true.
Yeah,
I'm actually I have another comic book project for an NFT project that I need to help out with an artist. So I have someone in mind for that if she can actually get the work done. So Amy says, hi, Matt. How's Becky? How's Mikey?
Oh yeah, they're doing good. Becky actually went out to get me some food, so she's gonna be coming back hopefully shortly, and I can crunch my food in your ears. No,
Hey,
I'll go
gotcha,
mute.
gotcha. All right, so let's refresh this and see if there's any more Cryptochad items and owners. 850. Nope, still 855. So if you have not Cryptochads, just cryptochads.club if you want to go and grab yourself a Cryptochad and get some of those wonderful, wonderful RADs, random airdrops. Hello, Vice and Ion Moments. Hello, how are you doing? Siege, asks Vic. I don't know. It's Siege. What do you want me to do? And the siege was broken. Let's see.
Siege.
Oh, another
Siege
one.
is
58,
missing in
140, 530 backers. Man, we are clipping along. So what we've been on for an hour and 20, and we've gone up. Let's just call it 50. Well, yeah, no, 50. Almost
$2,000.
55.9. 55.9 to 58.1. So that's 220.
Oh.
2,200 in an hour, and yeah, it's kind of slowing down. It's not doing 10,000 an hour, but SE Spider says, wish Shad was here with us. Oh, that would be nice. Let's see. All right. Oh, let me see how my trader's domain did today. Not as good as yesterday. Oh well. My throat is getting so dry. I siege what you've done. It's terrible. It's terrible.
And the siege was broken.
Let's give her a
And the siege was broken.
More time.
3 siege broken salute.
And the siege was broken.
Exactly. Where's mine? No, there we go. I feel a little
And
left
where
out.
the heck is Zach been?
Try 0000000.
Jeff Potts wants to know whatever happened to the BitBoy comic. I don't know what they're gonna do with that. I talked to Justin not too long ago, and he didn't mention it. Just wanted to catch up with me, but yeah, I have no idea, man. I really do wish they'd do something with it. Vice and Ian says, Squid Grow member here. Go, Sir Mike. Done sharing out our Telegram. Hashtag Squid Daddy. Awesome. Welcome, Squid Grow community, whoever may be here from Squid Grow. I was just talking about that earlier. And yeah, where is Aaron? Seriously. I did send him the link.
Hey, Ron. Where are you? Where is Aaron right now?
And of course, my son starts playing his music. Can you guys hear that?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, you can? Oh, okay.
Oh, we got
It echoed. Hey,
background music. Every time Edwin comes back on, he can't get his bloody microphone to work.
Well, I had it muted so I'd have a quiet entrance.
Really,
I
Edwin?
just wanted.
Nice. Not thrilling, but nice.
It's a lot of echo. I just wanted to say, in the spirit of Comicsgate competition, that Mike S. Miller and Shadiversity are mud-stomping, absolutely crushing and destroying the graphic novel being featured on Ethan Van Sciver's screen right now. So Mike is victorious. So suck it.
All right, what is the graphic novel they're doing over there now?
I think it's something by Narwhal.
Narwhal? Narwhal's doing something new?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Chuck Keyworth says, oh, nice. I did get the 30% tier email. It's a good thing I caught Nerdrotic Nooner earlier today. Oh, did Nerdrotic mention it today? I didn't get to see the Nooner. The Nooner. So that'd be, yeah. Tell me, Chuck. I need information. This stream is bat friendly. Echo location. Who's echoing? I can't hear it.
When you play clips, it echoes.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That would mean somebody's listening.
Crypto is a lousy investment.
Yeah, there it is. There's the echo. The call's coming from in the house. Miller, get out.
And that
It was
already
hard-
had echo. So was that like
Yeah.
Inception
Yeah.
echo?
No, it actually came across actually kind of normal. So
Awesome.
who knows?
All right. He plays Christian rock. He's writing a lot of his own music. To what end? I have no idea. I mean, I suppose just to make music. And he also plays in the band at church. Not every week, but he does that every once in a while. So
He should
plays
be
the
a
bass at
Christian
church.
mumble rapper. Would he consider a career as
No.
a Christian mumble rapper?
He's taking voice lessons
Really?
to growl.
Awesome.
Like Metallica.
What?
You know, I'm a top. You know, they sing like that. It's like
Actually, yeah. Becky's brother did that for heavy metal music. He took lessons actually to be able to like.
Yeah, when he was taking lessons, he'd just be going around the house going.
Yeah. That's I didn't know that actually is a thing. That's exactly what he learned.
Yeah, because you get. I don't know. I don't know if you have to build up some sort of like.
You know,
you have to.
Kid, if you're paying for screaming lessons, kid, I can just come by twice a day and give you the nods. I'll do it for free.
You said
Metallica doesn't growl. Dear mother, dear father. Yeah, they do. What is this?
Well, a little bit.
Put me through.
But it's not quite as bad as like his more death metal, heavier bands like that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So one of your kids grew up metal. Who would have guessed?
Yeah, it's probably my fault. I used to play Metallica in my Integra all the time when they were kids.
Cool.
So,
you know what's funny? I've never heard one Metallica song in my life. I never heard one. I just didn't even like the band. I didn't even like their logo. They didn't like anything about them.
No,
but it's funny that I listen to heavy metal music though.
Classic.
It's the Christian heavy metal.
Do you listen to the radio at all?
No.
Metallica was cool before it was on the radio. Hello.
I know, but I listen to Sirius. I have Sirius XM.
Once like a garage band makes it on the radio, like they suck.
I listen to YouTube. That's my radio. YouTube. YouTube is my radio.
Oh, I thought you said U2. I'm like YouTube.
No, YouTube.
No
I
offense
just find
to
it
U2.
bizarre.
Oh, master of puppets, I'm pulling your strings, twisting your mind and smashing your dreams. Master.
That's not how it goes. Edward.
Master.
And
Just
we have a
call my
rule
name
about
off
you
the
singing on this
screen,
channel.
Master. Too late. Too late.
We're gonna get copyright struck.
I think I am
it sounds
probably
just
can
like the
safely
original.
sing. I think I can safely sing any song you could name without triggering a copyright strike.
This is accurate.
Yes. They had
Hey, did you
Christian
see
heavy
Elvis?
metal. Was it?
Did you see Elvis, the movie Elvis?
You spotted him? Where was he? He's at Hardy's, right?
The movie.
Oh, okay. Oh, the movie.
What
Okay.
movie?
I think Pat
Elvis.
Boone sings it more accurate than Edwin does, so it should be all right.
Yeah. Just wanted to say, once again, the Shadiversity, Mike S. Miller, kicking the Rudy Poo butts, that weak stuff from Comicsgate. Total domination.
All right, I kind of need to go see what you're talking about.
No, SC Spider. I don't pay for. I just watch YouTube for free.
I just
stink with the
talking
ads.
some smack just in case they wanted to stream snipe and get some more sales for shit.
David Williams is on there. I sent David the
Who?
link. That son of a gun.
Where is
That
he? He's in the
backstabber.
comments. I don't see his comment. Where is?
Whoa.
Oh, you mean he's another stream?
I feel like Comicsgate needs an intervention for Kaowen, though. Is it Kaowen? Kaowen?
What do you mean? Narwhals?
Oh my God, he looks like somebody sent Mick Jagger to an incarceration camp. That boy needs a sandwich.
Dale's always looked like that. He's got a very kind of
looks like the Crypt
he's
Keeper.
an old rocker. He's an old rocker.
Yeah, he's an old
Good Lord,
rock and
keep
roller,
him out of
man.
a strong breeze.
He's 60, Edwin.
He looks like he weighs
What are you
85
gonna look like in
pounds.
10 years?
I'm gonna look
Those rosy
ruggedly
cheeks of
handsome.
yours are gonna sink right into your skull.
I'm gonna look ruggedly handsome. I've actually put on weight though. I put on a little bit more muscle. I'm walking around like 190, 195 these days. So
Yeah, but that's fat on your cheeks. This isn't muscle. So when that starts going away, because you're you're all lithe and lanky, and then like your face just starts sinking in. Your skin loses its.
Don't hate because I'll be the silver fox.
Yeah. No, so you're telling us that we should gain weight, Mike, right?
Yeah,
They look
fatten
young.
up. It gets rid of your wrinkles.
Oh boy.
Twitless says, "What's working with SHAD like in a comics environment? How was the collaboration? Is he hands-on? Ooh. Did he get a little handsy, Mike?
He
Did
never
SHAD
touched me.
get a little
I'll never admit to it.
How's the scripting? Easy to follow? Did you teach him anything? Did you
All right,
give
all right.
him
We'll
an
handle
adult
this.
education?"
A legit question. I'm going to take it off the screen, but I'll try to read it. How was the collaboration? It worked very well. Shad's very easy to work with. Hold on, let me mute this stupid fat man on the screen. He's oh my gosh, fat man is doing jumping jacks.
Oh no! What?
This
No!
is terrifying.
No! Why,
I wonder if
Ethan?
his family
Stop!
can feel that
man.
upstairs.
Stop! No, Ethan. Have some.
His wife comes running downstairs. There's an earthquake in Jersey.
He has more dignity wearing one of those Liberace suits. Oh no! Don't flap your belly around, brother. Oh my God! Holler for
anyway.
$1.
Shad was a great collaborator. He's very he just wants what's best for the book and for the project and whatnot. And so I have to turn this off. Now they have Rini doing jumping jacks because
what is this action here?
Stupidity. Oh bloody hell.
No, there's a reason.
Like, not really.
Well, I mean, obviously there would be a reason to. Anyway.
Again, Pelotons are needed.
You know what? I'm not even gonna. I'm not.
Yep. Nope. Stay out of trouble. Stay out of trouble.
I blame Edwin.
I am here to be nothing but a bad influence.
Yeah. All right. Well, why don't we shell Narwhal's short compendiums? Let's see. Let's refresh it real quick. He's up 120 backers. That's not bad. $8,000. Good for you, Narwhal. Enemies of Self. Let's do a refresh here. 58,355. I don't think that moved, but it's all right.
Maybe if you did some jumping jacks, Mike, that would.
No, remember the good old days when I did wall push-ups on screen?
Yeah, I do. I remember
that anymore, dude. I can't because of my shoulder. I couldn't do a wall push-up if you paid me. I mean, my muscles could do it, but it would feel like someone was stabbing me with a pitchfork in the back of my shoulder. Yes, very good collaborator. He wanted what was best for the project, so he was not like prideful about like if I had made some people are like you make a suggestion about their story and they're like, so I wrote it, blah blah blah. And he was just like, he's like, oh, that's a great idea. He's like, I'm gonna add that to the novel and blah 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 stuff like that. So he like really just wanted what was best for the project. So collaboration wise, it was fantastic. He let me pretty much run rough shot over whatever I wanted. I was constantly going back and asking him if we could do this, if we could add this character, if we could flesh out this character. And then he made suggestions about adding characters from the universe who aren't actually shown in the first novel at all. But so yeah, it was a great collaborative team up. Shut up, cat. It's very distracting. Stupid cat.
Just out of curiosity, do we know that Ethan is still alive, or did that require a defibrillator? Oh my God.
He did have the vaccination, so it's entirely possible that stroked him out. But anyways, is he hands-on or hands-off? He's hands-on, but it's like it's in a collaborative sense. He's not like he wasn't forceful or anything like that. The scripting was 90. Well, so the scripting was I tried to keep as much of the dialogue as was applicable in the book, but I wrote the script, and then he went back and he edited some places where he thought that more of the direct scripting was necessary. He just went back and added that in. So he was the editor on the book, essentially. And did I teach him anything? I don't know. That's just a weird question, Twitless. I'm not going to answer it.
Well, now, before I refresh this was at 56,000 something. What is it now? 58,699. So it has picked up a couple thousand since you've been streaming.
58. What? 50, it was at 50. Wait. I have it on here. Oh, no, I don't. I took it off. Where were we at? We are at just under 56. We were at 55.
Yeah.
895 when we started streaming. So we have ticked up, but yeah, everybody, please do if you have not backed already. Hey, we just got 3 more backers.
So basically, what you're saying is, Mike, is that you and Shadiversity are slapping around Ethan and Norwell like the two little girls they are.
I ain't
Just
doing
backhands.
jack. This is all
Just
chat.
backhands.
This is
Just
all chat.
domination. Domination Nation running crazy on Comicsgate. Cyberfrog, what?
SE Spider says, after turning back of image of pretty ladies in bikinis, it's very distracting. Yes, it is. Are you, SE Spider, are you being distracted by the dimples? Are the dimples?
Oh, the butt cleavage. Alpha Proto says that's uncalled for, Edwin. Absolutely. I concur. That's why there'll be more of it.
Twitless says, thank you for the information. Very interesting. Yeah, if you have any other questions about the process and whatnot, then yeah, let me know. I'm happy to answer them. So, yeah. Distracting. Yeah, Max is like right there. Max.
Oh.
Max.
Got a little kitty in frame there, I see.
LOL. I was assuming that Shad wrote the script, so I was wondering if your collaboration was informative on his end. No, Shad wrote the novel. I wrote the script. So, and I think it came out really well. It was an excellent collaboration. I like working with the actual authors. When I was doing the Meg adaptation, and I've done this a few times, right? I've done the Meg, I've done White with Ted Decker. I brought it. I usually tag in Jeff Earls on some of these things, like just because if I don't have time to do all, it's adapting is a lot of work, like rating and then cutting out and all of that kind of stuff. So, but this ain't my first rodeo, and it's usually good to have an author who's willing to do give and take and see, like in Ted Decker's. I shouldn't have named it. Never mind. There's this one author that I worked with where the ending of his novel was logistically impossible, and it was supposed to be in the real world. And so I'm like, well, I talked to him, I'm like, there's a better solution for this, because what you're asking from this is literally logistically impossible. And so I gave him another suggestion. He's like, oh yeah, I should have done that. So we fixed it in the graphic novel. And in Shadow, there's a character that shows up later in the books and is a really pivotal character later in the book, but he's never foreshadowed in the beginning of the book.
He's never foreshadowed.
He's never
in Shadow of the Conqueror.
Shadow of the Conqueror. That is correct. And so, yeah, I was like, we should sprinkle foreshadowing of this character, like right from the beginning, as early as possible. And he said he was going to do that in the novel rewrite too, but I don't know if he got around to it.
If I was a member of Comicsgate, I wouldn't buy another Narwhal book until Ethan Van Sciver did at least another 75 jumping jacks and at least another 100 push-ups. Make them work for it. Make them sweat.
You know what? I would absolutely love for Comicsgate to buy Shadow of the Conqueror.
Yes.
In fact, hi Comicsgate.
I'm a non-entity in this. I'm just trying to stir up some friendly rivalry and see if I can get taunt Ethan into doing some more calisthenics.
Twitla says, that is interesting. Do you think that you noticed the logistic problem due to the necessity of visual thinking versus prose thinking?
I don't know what you just said,
You know,
little
I'll
kid.
just tell you what it was. So in white, and this is Ted Decker's trilogy, which is black, red, and white, right? And the main character, spoilers, I know it's a very old book, but spoilers, the guy has to donate all of his blood to make it an inoculation that will save the world from a plague. Essentially, his blood is the cure to this plague, but there's only so much of his blood, and so they need to take all of it. Essentially, it kills him. So that's like the Christ, you know, by his blood, whatever else. And he's like, in his novel, he's like, so we got, 7 billion what do you call those freaking things?
Platelets?
No, for injecting.
Syringes?
7 billion syringes, and we inoculated everybody on planet Earth. And I'm like, yeah, that ain't gonna happen, buddy. I'm like,
We're
how
not-
about this?
We're
They
not
took
taking
his
the
blood.
jab.
they took his blood because there's trillions and trillions of blood cells, right? And whatever it is, however. So there's plenty of blood. If they could create a form where you can inhale the thing, then you could just crop dust the planet everywhere you go. He's like, no, yeah. I'm like, there's no way you're gonna get around to sticking a syringe. You're not gonna get 7 billion syringes from the first place.
So you're saying that SHAD is a part of the Illuminati pushing the jab. That's what you're saying.
No, that's Ted Decker. Ted Decker was pushing the jab. Migs, evening, ladies and gents. Hey, Migs.
Hey,
I know you're-
Migs.
What's up, buddy? How you
Migs.
doing? I know you're always going on and on about original art. So, how about you go over to Shadow of the Conqueror
Migs.
and get one of the covers for a mere $10,000. Just a mere $10,000. Or you can get first come, first serve. You would be first to get an original art interior page for $1,000. And the great thing about that is that I'm counting double page spreads. So if you're one of the first, I think there's 4 double page spreads. But if you're one of those, that means they're only $5 a page. $5, $500 a page. Multiply that by 10. Yes. 100. 1000? No, 10. 100. My brain hurts.
Your brain hurts, huh?
Yeah.
Chuck Keyworth says 58,914. Closing in 60K.
Indeed. Closing in. We just need one fella to get in there and buy something for $100, and we'll be over $59,000. It'd be great to get over 60 by the end of this stream, but kind of want to wrap it up in about 20 minutes.
Yes.
Claim
Claim your Indiegogo dominance.
Although, if Migs wanted to go buy $1,000 tier, that would get us over 60. But there are some beautiful double page spreads in here. I will tell you that much right now. There's hey Vic.
Let me borrow $1,000.
Yeah, Vic, come on, man. So let me put the link. Actually, the link is in the description, but let me drop it in here real quick again.
How's Siege been? I haven't seen Siege in a bit.
I don't know. I haven't seen her either. Migs is mocking me.
Good.
Makes me sad.
Oh, bad.
Zach Richmond said, I read some Frank Peretti recently. His books are awesome too. Yeah, Frank Peretti and Ted Decker co-wrote a book together called House. And I had a meeting with Peretti's agent regarding something else. I don't even know why I was there. I was in Tennessee. And yeah, maybe this is telling tales out of school, but it's only 24 people here. He's like, I will never work with Ted Decker again.
Oh no.
He was just there writing. Ted, I guess, is very shoot from the hip, I guess, right? His writing, he writes really fast, really, like I said, he's got plot holes, and that just, I'm like, dude, bro, get an editor, right? Get a good editor, go through this stuff, make sure there's not just ridiculous things that couldn't possibly happen. Hey, Comic Spare says 59K. Let's go. Let's go. Wow, that was a big one. Somebody bought a $300 thing, or multiple people bought stuff.
Dominance.
Yeah. So, all right. Very nice. Very nice. Thank you,
Well,
Barry.
if Shadiversity is going to be on the Friday night tights, he'll probably pick up a $250,000 or so.
Yes, I think it will do quite well. And so he's got Friday night tights, and then on Sunday he does a show with Mahler, Nerdrotic, and him covering House of the Dragon, and that gets
House of Dragon. House of Dragon.
I'll be sure to share this to get more eyes on this book. Thank you, Mr. Miggs. Chuck Hewitt says, I need to get upstairs to my PC, but I'm watching Iron Chef right now. All right. Saint was a cool thriller. Brandon the Zealot. I actually did how many pages was it? Like an 8-page Saint mini comic. It's a Ted Decker. Another Ted Decker thing. So yeah, gosh darn it. I don't even know if I have any copies of that left. But that's
You have a question from Zach Richmond, Mike.
Are there going to be House of the Dragon comics, Mike? Not that I'm involved in. I don't know who.
Hopefully they will tastefully depict that incestual scene.
Yeah, well, it was a thing back then.
Yeah.
You can't do the Book of Genesis.
No, you cannot.
I mean, think about it, all the way through Abraham.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I particularly don't want to see Sodom and Gomorrah. I'm good, full stop.
Abraham
Just cut
was
to
his sister, and Abraham was her mister. So yeah, the biblical end to the biblical prohibition on marrying your sister didn't come about until Moses.
Yes.
Interestingly enough, I don't know who looks at their sister and is like, "Hey now, say sis, you're looking mighty nice in them shorts." Alpha Pro says, but everyone was of pure blood in Genesis. There were no defects. That is the argument. That is the argument.
So you didn't have the broken genetics yet.
Although, I mean, I would say the only one that was perfect was Adam and Eve. And then after that, the defects. There just weren't enough defects to cause the defects until you lost enough information.
Zach Richmond says, sounds like Alabama. Sounds like Alabama.
Chuck Hewitt says, gross.
Gross.
What, you don't like House of the Dragon?
Sweet home.
And they're cousins, right? No. Uncle and
niece. Uncle and niece.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
It got a little timey-wimey there, if you will.
Okay, I have no idea. Oh, okay, wait. SE Spider says, off subject. Anyone else here suffer from dysphagia? I had a bad attack this afternoon, put me out of commission for about 6 hours. Dysphagia. Throat seizes up and holds food in pipe for up to hours. No.
Ooh, that's hard. Wow.
Isn't that just called the hiccups?
Well, no, but that's like where your throat contracts. That's different.
Yeah, but it's like that. It gives you the hit, like when food's stuck in your
Oh, it may. I don't know.
Tube, it gives you the hiccups.
Yeah.
Matt, is this an NFT collection?
Nope, this is just a sketch I started on my live stream, and then I just completed it after. I was drawing. I just thought I made a Catwoman. Then I thought I'm gonna make it my own character, like an anime cat lady.
Ah, I did not know that these cat ladies were for NFTs. Says Alpha Proto. Well, now you know. They're not.
I should do a Catwoman, cat ladies, and NFTs. Huh?
You could just do cosplay kitty cat furry freaks. That'll be your NFT collection.
Oh. Yeah. Can you hear in the background?
Yeah, what's in the background?
Ranma half.
I don't know what that is.
Doesn't look like Narwhal's books are moving. I think that's because Ethan needs to do about 100 more squats.
Yeah, he's up
thrusters.
$1,000, Edwin. He's up
Lunges.
to $9,000.
Needs to do some jumble jacks, some star jumps, some thrusties.
You know what we need though? We need people to support Gary Shipman.
Gary Shipman. What's Gary Shipman doing these days?
He's doing Titan Mouse of Might 3 Miasma.
Miasma.
Not my asthma. Like this mouse can't breathe properly. But miasma. Like that death-like stank in the air. That miasma.
Stank.
Death stank. That's what he should have called it. Titan
Death
Mouse of Might
Stank.
Volume 3. Death stank.
That's Ethan's basement after 100 jumping jacks. Death stank.
You know, you get all holier than thou on Discord saying,
I'm done.
I haven't
I'm done.
mentioned anything about Comic Gate in
Not till tonight.
40
Not till
years.
tonight. I haven't talked about comic books in
And then you come on here and you're like,
years.
blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, I'm just trying to stir up some friendly competition. Friendly competition. The
Titan,
free market.
Miasma.
The free willy.
Kevin is deathly quiet over there. Edwin brought the salt. Yes, he did. He did. I was promised SHAD in the title. Yeah, SHAD of the Conqueror, Enemies of Self, Volume 1.
I'm in political mode, so I'm just here to slap people around.
Throwing
Kill or be
SHAD.
killed, Mike.
Throwing
Kill or be
SHAD.
killed. There's no room for their weak
Chuck
shibby stuff.
says Edwin going ham tonight. Yes. SC Spider says Titan Mouse NFTs should be a parody thing. Dress them up to look like different DC and Marvel heroes. That could be interesting. Yeah, mouse heroes.
Mouse heroes. Yeah.
Let's give this a refresh and see if anybody's bought anything. 538 backers. 539 backers. Hey, 268. That's the prefix for my phone number when I was growing up.
Oh, Jiminy Cricket confirms it was his birthday.
Yesterday.
Does
that mean it's still your birthday?
Get your daughter to come sing happy birthday. We can't.
Oh,
do it.
no. His birthday
You can sing
yesterday
it, man.
would have been Australia tomorrow. Wait. Is that right? There's Australia tomorrow. Is Australia yesterday?
The
Tomorrow.
Gemini's not Australia.
I know. But Shadiversity is.
Oh. What the?
I feel like I'm in between these two black
Are you
and white
doing
images.
drugs? Are you
I have
doing
no
drugs?
idea what's going on. I have no idea what's going on. Happy late birthday, indeed. If Edward is the salt, I can bring the pepper.
Nice. It's like kid and play. I like it. I like where you're going.
It's the kid and play kick step. I can see.
Yeah. Salt and pepper will keep it spicy.
Yeah.
Is Eden around? She can sing.
Is she
Eden
around?
sing.
Yeah, she's in the kitchen doing something.
Yeah, have her sing happy birthday to Gemini. She's got a pleasant singing voice. I would say your other son might, but if he's been doing the
Happy birthday.
Yeah, actually have your boy sing a black metal version of Happy Birthday. Would he do it?
No.
Would he do it?
That'd be good.
That'd be pretty metal. Let's get it. We've offered it. Let's produce a Miller. You've got like a dozen kids. You got like a dozen kids. One of them can sing.
Micah, you want to sing Happy Birthday? He said he's good.
He said he's good. He says, suck it. Suck it, old man.
Yeah, bite me.
Too metal for you, old man.
Hey, we got another backer. 59,313. Oh, man. I'm going to end this stream in like 5 minutes, and we're not at 60,000 yet. Megs, come on. Megs.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good point. Is Mike at an undisclosed location? Is he at the NFT bunker?
Here, let me see your hand. See? Isaac is at Tango with Jill. Jojo is probably in my bed. You can hear Elijah playing music in the other room, and then Eden was singing in the kitchen earlier. So, not singing. I think she was practicing. She's in a play.
Oh, yeah?
So I think she's running lines.
A musical, or like community theater, because she's not in high school anymore. She's a college gal.
She's not in college. I raised my children smart enough not to go to college.
And that's going to save you a lot of money.
Yeah. Actually, Elijah is in, I don't think it's college, but he's taking, is it college? He was an electrician for a bit, right? He went to school to become an electrician. He was an electrician for a while, realized that's a lot of hard work, and then wanted to use his brains instead of his body to work. So he's going to electrical engineering. Get licensed in electrical engineering.
Nice.
So,
yeah.
More
electricians,
money, less backache.
Electrician apprentices do all the super hard work.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
And he was only making he was making a little bit more than you could make it working at freaking Chick-fil-A. It's like
Taco Bell. Huh.
Yeah.
So,
and he didn't even get the free lunch. Rip.
No, but he got free copper.
Ah,
He's got, like,
copper.
So it's
tons
recycling.
of copper. Yeah, he's gonna.
What? They dig it out of the walls?
No, like because you're doing all electrical work, you cut off pieces of
Oh,
copper.
that's right.
And then it's
Yeah.
all this spare copper.
Yeah,
laying.
on demo jobs, a lot of the guys would always used to fight for the copper because on big jobs you can acquire hundreds and hundreds of pounds of it.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, dear Jiminy. Happy birthday.
The milk price is like $3 a pound or something, right?
Happy birthday, Mr. Cricket.
We have a rule.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday! Happy birthday! Happy birthday, dear Jiminy!
Jiminy says, if you guys want to get me something for my birthday, don't forget to subscribe to my art channel. It's free.
Yeah.
And then puts it on there. So there you go.
Just live
Link is
streaming.
in the chat. Link. Oh no. Oh no, I'm yawning. Heavy metal Edwin, yeah. Edwin's going to be nigh on to half a century years old pretty soon here.
Yes, just 3 months away.
Wow.
Yeah, I just clicked over 51.
Whoa. So, someone asked Chuck Keyworth said, "Is your daughter still doing art?"
Yeah, she is. She does here and
She's
there.
still a drawer.
She's been really busy. I got to get her on this one project though.
NFT.
Yes, do some what do you call it?
He has 1, 2, 3.
Try out art for it. I don't know what this even means. Also, Elijah don't have to worry about getting killed, but
Electrocuted, I'm guessing.
Oh, well, more like falling off of a freaking building, like
a ladder.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing with electricians. They're always climbing around in ceilings and stuff. It's hard on the body.
Yeah.
Hard on the body. Zach Richmond says, inquiring minds want to know, when can we expect DNQ to return?
I don't know. I was actually thinking about that the other day. I mean, it's hard enough just to get these guys on here. Then I'd have to start doing all kinds of, hustling to try to get people on every week. And that was always the biggest pain in the butt to me, was trying to get people to show up every week.
Maybe you can assign somebody to do that for you. The wrangle the cats,
Yeah.
The cat wrangler.
Nice.
Mike, you can still do an auction. Yeah, talk to Zippy about that. Meg says, Mike, did you ever solve your bee problem? Yeah, they disappeared. So you might not know this, Edwin. I had a killer bee problem. There were Africanized freaking bees in my garage. And I was freaking out because I was like, man, I hope there's not a
Weren't you
bee in
asking
this
for signs from God to get out of California? Get out. Like
No,
my
like,
son.
legitimately, I was just out there working on my car, and a bee just comes up and stings me on the leg for no freaking reason. Like, I've never had a bee, totally unbothered, just come up and sting me on the leg. And then, like, I went and I looked in the garage, and there were all these like super like aggressive flying bees. They were flying more like flies than bees. And then I talked to a cousin of my wife's who's a beekeeper, and I'm like, hey, Africanized bees, do they fly like flies? He's like, no, they fly really aggressively. And I'm like, I mean, that's what I'm talking about, right?
I'm
They're,
going
like,
to
sticking
say that
around
the only rational explanation was that Ethan Van Sciver planted those weaponized bees in your garage to murder you, to keep Shadow of the Conqueror from kicking Comics Gate's butt.
I'm sure that's the case, Edwin. Thank you for pointing that out. Yeah, you should get a producer. Yeah, I'll work on that. Anyways, it's been 2 hours. I do want to thank everybody for being here. Do remember, Shadow of the Conqueror, let's do one more roll around, see if we can get over 540 backers. And we did not. 59313 is where we're gonna leave it for the night. But by it's like by 6 o'clock tomorrow morning. That'll be when 24 hours rolls around. So I'm really curious where we will be at that point. I'm hoping it is over 100,000. Probably not, but
Yeah, it's probably gonna jump up on Friday though when the big streams are.
yeah.
I would imagine.
And I don't know what's going on tomorrow, but I'm hoping like there's some. He'll probably post another video tomorrow, and then a little boost up for that. We shall see. Anyways, Kevin. Alrighty then, Matt.
Yes.
Hello.
We're saying goodnight, guys.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Thank you, everybody, for attending and watching and backing Shadow of the Conqueror. We want to thank you for showing up, and Dragon Guard's still out there. You want to check it out on Indiegogo. But thank you all. It's been awesome.
Yeah, thanks for being at Shad's RAD stream. It's not Shad's chat. Shad's was like Shadow. Anyways, hi, Matt.
Shadiversity. Is that the one?
Shadiversity, Cryptochads.
Cryptochads.
Stream. Yes. And my
It's
voice,
rad.
like you can hear it, my voice is like drying out.
Rhaegar
Kevin fell
Targaryen.
asleep already.
Rhaegar Targaryen. We notice you.
Matt,
Yeah.
anything you want to say, buddy?
Oh yeah, you can go check out the Dragon Guild NFTs. They are actually up. You can buy them right now, and they're doing some type of giveaway right now. If you follow them on Twitter, and you can see that's one of the examples, one of the NFTs. And yeah, they already have them. I think they announced that the reveal. They already have them up for sale.
Oh,
But
really?
they never announced the reveal.
I'm gonna
I think
go. Hold on. I'm gonna go to your. I'm gonna go look it up. I'm gonna look it up. You could have
Look
said
it up.
something. Dragon Guild.
Yeah.
Look it up.
NFT, Dragon Guild NFT on Twitter.
Meta versus Dragon Guild, right?
I think so. Yep.
Oh no,
No, it might be just.
not
I think it's
revealed
just.
yet.
It's
They
not
still look
revealed
like
yet.
this.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so they announced today that they're going to reveal it. I think they're supposed to announce a date for the reveal.
Oh, really?
So I'm working right now on customs. So I just had to finish up some customs. Let's see. I think I can show one of them.
Yeah, do it.
Okay, let's see.
Do it. Link it in
There
the
we go.
comments, Matt. Well, what
Mike.
you want to link is the
Mike.
minting site.
It hit it. It hit
No,
it. It hit
really?
it. Yep.
Well, let's go. All right, I'm going to put it on screen and then refresh. 60,000. That's so awesome.
All right, and as Shadiversity, as Mike Miller said on behalf of Shadiversity earlier, I'm just here to chew bubblegum and kick Comicsgate's ass, and I'm all out of bubblegum.
Hi, Comicsgate. Feel free to buy Shadow of the Conqueror. Edwin. Trying to sell comics here, buddy. Trying to sell comics.
Well, it's been going up, hasn't it?
It has
Hasn't
been
it?
going
Since
up.
my
It has.
So,
60K. It was
Dan
big.
Cyber told me
things.
controversy was necessary to sell comic books, and
Oh, that's right. Controversy.
I believe
controversy. Yes, yes, yes.
I believe him.
Something about destroying the evil that is someone in Comicsgate. How's that? I don't know. I'm not good at drumming up that kind of
You did
bull
it.
crap.
You did. It's okay. We covered it.
All right. Hashtag be nice. All right, and there we go. There we go. That's lovely.
That is nice.
Oh, thank you. That's the custom. It's the Viking lady. I have to make another weapon or something in her hand, but excuse me. Give her a little like fox, like a little shaw, whatever you call it there. I'm not sure the technical terms. I just learned what pauldron was.
It's called a stole.
A stole. And then I did this one.
Actually, my mom used to have one of those. It was a fox, and it had a little clip on its mouth.
Oh, really?
Like a alligator clip under its jaw. Like so, like you wrapped it around a thing, and then you clipped it to your.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
But this one is a cave woman, and based off of a
she is
a cave woman from the 1960s or 70s. You know the one.
Becky's clearing her throat because she thinks you've got some cave issues.
This is based off of Raquel Welch. 1 million BC.
Rock, R-O-C-K, Raquel.
Yeah, Rock. So I try to get exact with the. She had the posters had different hairstyles going. She has like a weird little tuft of hair swirling down, but the other ones it doesn't.
I never noticed her hair in any of those posters.
Yeah.
Yes. Neither did any other heterosexual team. I couldn't even tell you if the lady had hair.
I thought she was bald. I just.
So yeah, these are the customs, and this is for the team, the Dragon Guild team. So I'm working on those. I finished all the other ones. So the random generated ones like these, I've actually they've been going through them and showing me which ones, if there's any type of tangents, I have to go in and alter some elements of the attributes. But so far, so good. I mean, I've had only alter a few things, and but yeah, you can go purchase those. I actually got some myself, and they have a one of the utilities is they have an online casino percentage intake from they hooked up with a casino online casino gambling thing. So it's a tech they get percentages of. And that's just one of them. They have other things also there. Yeah, but then they have what's it called? Unreal Kingdoms. It's a metaverse world where you can actually play the characters in the metaverse. So they're working on that, and they're teaming up with some other NFT guys. But it'll have planets. They'll have their own planet, like a medieval planet, and they have one. It's like a Cyber Apes Yacht Club. And then there's other NFTs, but they're joining up. They got their own like sci-fi looking world. So, hey, these guys are diehard fantasy.
What can you do in that metaverse?
They have I think they're gonna have like you can go to other planets, but if you do go to another planet, like for instance, if you have a Dragon Guild, and if you can go to, obviously you're going to be in the fantasy world, But if you want to go, you can use a portal to go to another planet, but you have to go with somebody else if they own an NFT from that other world. So, but yeah, I guess you can play. I think you can fight in that game too. But if you go to my our Dragon Guild NFT, our Twitter or my Twitter, Matt Cawson, it's Cawson Mast. You can actually see videos they put up of demos of the world. They're still developing. So, but they have some video shots. They show you walkthroughs, the castles and stuff like that. So they're hard at work, and they want to actually make it so you can play it with the Oculus as well, virtual reality. So they're working on it for that, and PlayStation, and Xbox. But right now, it looks pretty cool. So far, what they got.
Yeah, these would actually be a really good, like, what do you call it? Companion piece to those D&D ones that I'm doing.
Oh yeah. I mean, you get the swords and everything going.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks cool too, man. I like how you had like some of them have like the body. They're holding like a body in one hand, or like an unconscious.
Yeah, you could do that.
person.
Just put a dead, decapitated head in her left hand.
Yeah, I was thinking that. I don't know how gruesome, but I don't want to be like the guy's like, oh my gosh. Yeah, but I was thinking of something. I was thinking of maybe having in her hand like a spear or just like a. I can even make an open hand where she has some type of power, but I don't know. But I was thinking, yeah, something. I'm gonna give the cable woman a spear. I'm thinking, but yeah, you can go check those out, and they'll be, like I said, revealing them hopefully soon. I don't know if they're waiting for me to finish the customs. I don't know how that works. You know what I mean? If they need me to finish them, and I don't know how that works.
Oh, there's Eden. Eden tripped on Max. Eden, do you want to sing Happy Birthday to Jiminy?
You should get a bowl of cereal.
I don't have my
Looks
mouth
like.
open.
Here we go, guys.
Just like normal happy birthday.
Yeah, to Jiminy Cricket.
Okay. Hold on. I'm still eating.
Steak.
All right. Just me? You're not going to sing to
No, I'm not going to sing to him.
Why not?
He already did.
We did the heavy metal version.
The metal.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. You messed
Edwin's
me
singing
up.
in the background,
Jiminy
messing you all up.
Should I just say Jiminy?
Sure.
Okay. Happy birthday, dear Jiminy. Happy birthday to you.
Yay!
Anymore.
Yay!
Is it cold over there in the Miller house?
It is
I
a little
noticed Eden's got a sweater.
My mom keeps turning down the AC like super low.
Yeah,
Oh.
because we hate the governor, so we turn the AC down as low as possible.
You're using that any energy consumption as much as possible.
Yeah, well, we have cooler,
cool.
so we don't care.
Cool.
Yeah, I got mine cranked too.
Every show.
Fight the power.
Fight the power. Fight the power that be.
Elvis was a hero to some,
but he never did squat for me. All right, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. We are a little bit over time, but I want to thank everybody for being here. God bless us, everyone. Let's take one more look at this campaign and just see if it's moved. I don't even remember what it was last time.
Oh, is this finally?
Oh, it did. He was 100 something.
I thought it was 543 backers, but yeah, we're up to 60,285.
Is this one?
Pretty darn neat. So, what?
get out. Get out. Go
Stop stuffing
home.
your face. Yes, stop stuffing your face.
Go to
All right,
bed.
God bless us, everyone. Say good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night,
See you
everybody.
guys.